Hi, I'm sitting here today with Justin Chu. He's the Associate Resident Director of Weller Hall on campus this year. Justin, thank you for talking with me today.
No problem.
So what does your job title mean? You're the Associate Resident Director of Weller Hall. What does that exactly mean?
Well, as the Associate Resident Director here in Weller Hall, I have, as a graduate student, it's my graduate assistantship that I work through graduate school. It helps me pay for my graduate work, and what I do here is actually just kind of run the hall, all the aspects that you see of the hall. We have 4 resident assistants here in Weller, so I'm running the residential life side of things, making sure that the communities are being built, making sure that all the residents are being as successful as they can be, as well as helping process, making sure that facility stuff is taken care of, helping make sure that when people have something that needs to be fixed, I'm kind of a liaison between a resident and facilities to get stuff like that fixed.
Okay. You've had involvement in other hall activity in the past, is that right?
I have, definitely. In undergrad, I had a lot of different involvement. My senior year, I was the president of the Residence Hall Association, so that was a very interesting time. And then the year before that, I was actually a hall representative to the Residence Hall Association from Ford Hall, actually. So I've been involved in the residence halls a lot.
And then I understand that you've never been an RA before, but I heard that you were once mistaken for an RA. Is this right?
Very true. When I lived in Ford Hall last year, I lived in the 144 room, which actually sits kind of strangely in the hall, and many people thought that I was the RA of the lobby and the basement, because if there was ever an issue that would come up, they would come knocking on my door and telling me that the dryers weren't working or that a light was out. And as much as I really wanted to help them, I couldn't. And I was the person that would yell at people if they were too loud in the lobby, because then I couldn't sleep, so I could see where they'd be mistaken that I was the RA of the lobby.
Now, what programs and activities does Weller Hall have planned for this year?
Well, this past semester we've had a really strong semester. Our biggest accomplishment would have been Rock Fest, which is the Residents on Campus Festival, which is something that RHA actually puts on. All the halls compete to be the most spirited, most enthusiastic hall. And Weller Hall traditionally doesn't have a huge turnout for it because we're such a small hall, but this year we brought home the win and really stepped up our involvement. We just had condoms, or rubber lovers here, so that was a good time. I had a good turnout for that. We've done Sex in the Dark, a lot of different diversity programs like diversity charades and a few things like that. And next semester we're planning a lot of different stuff, more outdoor type things so people can
stuff for spring.
Outside. Exactly.
So I guess my last question today is what's next for you? What is in store?
What is next for me? Well, I have another year of graduate school, so after I finish that, I haven't really decided where I'm going. I'd really like to stay in housing for a few more years. I really enjoy what I'm doing here. I'd be moving to a resident director position, so in that, instead of being an associate resident director, you would have like be supervising graduate students.
But possibly staying on campus here at Eastern.
Maybe not necessarily here at Eastern, somewhere, potentially at Eastern. I don't really know yet. So I'd like to do a really broad search. This summer I'm looking for internships in the Texas and Alaska area.
Okay, well, Justin, I know you're a busy guy, so we're going to let you get back to work, but thank you for talking with me again today. Justin Chu, Associate Resident Director of Weller Hall. Have a nice day.